let's solve a few equations. In problem 1, we have I equals PRT. You'll see in future lessons that this is actually the formula for simple interest. But for the purpose of our lesson is to learn how to solve an equation. So an equation actually contains letters, numbers, operations, equal sign. So if we start with I equals PRT and then we replace what is given to us. So P is given 1000. So instead of P, I'm going to put 1000 times R is given 7%. Well, I'm going to change this 7% into 0.07 because 7% means 7 divided by 100, which is 0.07. We deal with the decimal. And then T is given to be 2 years, so times 2. So this is an equation where I have everything on the right side. So we just put them in the calculator and compute 1000 times 0.07 times 2, and we get 140. So we solved our first equation. The second problem, if you notice, it has the same variables, but let's see what is given. This time I is given. So this is given, P is given, this one, and T is given. So we have to find R. So let's start replacing what we have. So 50 equals 1000 times R times T is 1. So our equation has numbers and operations and letters and equal sign. So I'm going to compute on the right side. So we have 50 equals 1000R, right? Because if we multiply 1000 times 1, we get 1000. And we want to calculate R. So we are going to divide by 1000 like we learned to solve equations in the previous video. So we get R equals 50 over 1000. And if you divide 50 by 1000, or if you move the decimal point 3 places to the left, you are going to get 0.05. But we know that the interest rate, like we had in this problem, it's usually given as a percentage. So let's convert this into a percentage by multiplying by 100%. So R equals, move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and we get 5%. Let's solve our third problem. So in this problem, again, well, almost, A equals P plus I. So A is given to be 1000, P is given 1300, and we want to find I. So 1500 we replace in the equation. P is 1300, and then plus I, which we don't know. So if we want to solve for I, we subtract 1300 from both sides, and we get 200 equals I, or I equals 200. We usually write the letter first. So we solved one-step equation, basically. And now let's take a look at problem 4, which involves exponents as well. So A equals P times 1 plus R to the T. A is given to be 2000, R is given to be 7%, T is given to be 4, and we want to find P. So let's start replacing. 2000 equals P, we don't know. 1 plus R, we had that discussion. 7%, we change it into a decimal as 0.07, raised to 4. So here, we don't know P, right? But we have on the right side some computations that we can do. So 2000, it's on the left side, we do nothing to it, and then P times 1 plus 0.07, we do the parentheses first, right? PEMDAS, parentheses. So it's 1.07 to the fourth. Then again, we don't do anything on the left side, but we can calculate 1.07 to the 4. And we copy all the decimals. So it's times 1.31079,601. And we divide both sides to find P by 1.31079,601. 1.3107961, and we get P. This one cancel with, because a number divided by itself, it's 1. So P equals 2000 divided by the answer that we got. So we get 1525.79. We use 2 decimals to represent the cents. So here it is. We solved a few equations that are pertinent for our course.